Alright, so hopefully this is my final video. Last video I installed some of the old coils that came with the vehicle and replaced the cheap Chinese coils my dad ordered, and everything was great. I drove the car to work today, and I went to go on a break to sit in the car this evening while I was at work, and I started up the engine, turned on the AC, and played the music, and it started skipping again. So obviously I knew one of those 3 coils that I put in from the group of 4 that were removed was still bad. So I thought about it. I drove home fine from my dad's place yesterday, and I left one of the Chinese coils in there on the way home. That was cylinder 1. So I figured maybe it was cylinder 1 that I replaced the coil in last night. That was the bad one. So I started there. I used one of the other coils in the previous video that I thought was the bad one, put it in cylinder 1, took that one out, still had to skip. Moved up to cylinder 2, put the one that was in cylinder 1 in cylinder 2, took out cylinder 2, still had to skip. So I went to the last cylinder, because cylinder 4 has the Duralast brand new coil, and cylinder 3, sure enough, was the bad coil. So this is what it looked like, and it's really, you really can't tell. I mean, sometimes it's obvious, especially with the cheap Chinese ones, but you know, that's just dirt on the top. Didn't clean it, but you know, really don't see anything out of the ordinary. You know, if I do, I'll definitely post it, but I mean, I see something, but I doubt that that did anything. Right there below my finger, you can kind of see that spot right there. That may or may not be anything. So with my coils, the most common issue has been arcing through the plastic piece, the plastic shaft down here, the boot, and it arcs usually right above the little red or blue or pink, whatever color boot you have. There's usually a spot right around here. That's where the plug goes, so that makes sense. And I don't know if it's a failure from the spring inside not making contact, being not greased properly, or if it's my dad mentioned that, especially with the cheap coils, that it was probably a really poor, cheap manufacturing process when they created the plastic, which left air pockets and air bubbles, microscopic ones, which allowed electricity to pass through, so it wasn't insulated properly ever to begin with, and it's just a matter of time before it wore down enough to let the electricity go all the way through. So yeah, if I see anything on this coil, I'll post more information, but yeah, no signs as far as I'm aware. No obvious signs anyway. Later.